Hi guys! So today I'm going to show you how to use the loop animation application that I downloaded on my iPad. This application can be used on the iPad or an iPhone. I find it personally easier to use on the iPad, obviously because you have a way bigger screen to draw on. So you can either draw with your finger or you could use a stylus, which is a very cheap thing that you can find pretty much anywhere to use on your multiple devices. So that's up to you. The one thing that I found when I downloaded this app was there wasn't a lot of instructions for which each tool meant and what you could do with this program, basically. So the only thing that they did have was this little help button right here. So if I click on the help button, all of these words pop up telling me which each tool means. Also, mind you, the little watermark at the bottom, I'm sorry about that. It's just I'm using a free trial of Reflector to record this, so you'll just have to bear with me. Obviously, this won't be here when you're actually using this program to do your projects. So you have all of the different brushes, the onion skin, import guide movie, duplicate, all of these different buttons. So I'm going to turn off the help key right there. And there are two different ways that you could work with this program. The first way is you could just freehand your drawings, and there's a lot of tools to help you with just like the onion skin tool and the mirror tool, which I will show you, or the duplicate tool, I'm sorry. Or you would import your videos and use the video tracing software, which is something that is really interesting and it's better if you need more of a guide through this project, which is totally fine. So for this project, you're going to be creating 5 to 15 second animations, which seems very short, but you'd be surprised it actually goes very far to tell your story. And with this app, I think you need at least 6 frames to even import or export it to your email or to Tumblr, so I'll show you more about that later. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the basic tools by creating a very short and very simple animation. So where you see right over here, this little gray box, that shows you which frame you're on. So right now we're on the first frame. If I go to this button here, I can move along and move myself to my different frames. I can edit them, copy them, erase them completely, whichever. So I'm going to go, and these are different colors. There's the black, the red, and the blue. So let's say I wanted to use the blue tool for right now. And I'm just going to do a simple line here. And then if I want to go to my next frame and I want to create something similar or have a light version of it as a guide for my next drawing, I can have my onion skin tool on right here. And if you see these little lines of the onion, that means the tool is on. If I turn it off, it is empty. But I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to go to my next frame. And now you see that there's a lighter version of my previous drawing. If I turn it off, it's gone. But I'm going to leave it on for right now, and I'm just going to create another line that's starting at the same point, and then I'm going to go to my next frame. And I'm going to keep going with that to create a bunch. And I don't know if you noticed, but about on my 5th or 6th frame, the play button here turned black instead of gray. That means that I'm ready to upload it if I choose to. So that would be a very, very, very short animation, and also you can preview it, so if I press the play right now, it shows you what I have so far. So that's it moving back and forth, and it's on a replay, so I could press the stop at any point. Say I wanted to, instead of using the onion skin tool for my next drawing, I wanted to take that off and I just wanted to fully duplicate it. So I will go back to my previous drawing and I will use the duplicate key. And it moved frames, but it has the same drawing here. So that's good if you have a character and say you want him to be in the next frame, but you want to just move his hand a little bit. Or if you want to just add hair or anything of the sort, really. You could have that same mark on your next frame and you could use the eraser key right here. It's right there. And I can click on that. And I could erase a little part. Or I could go back to my blue key and I could add something. This is like obviously not what you're doing because I'm just doing simple lines, but it'll give you the gist of it. And if I wanted to delete a frame, I can go right here, which with the singular box, this one has multiple. This is to delete it all, so I would recommend not pressing that unless you are ready to delete your whole animation. But I'm going to delete this frame. And I'm going to go back to where I was here and finish my little loop. Now I could switch colors if I want to. I could do anything like that. Alright, so this gives you a kind of idea of what you could do with those few buttons and how they work. This is just very, very simple. Now I'm going to show you the video tracing software, which is very, very cool. I'm going to go here and I'm going to delete all of my frames. That's right there, I clicked. And then I go to the delete all button. And now I have a fresh start. So now let's say I took a video of my friend dancing or something and I wanted to import that and trace each frame individually. That gives you that option right here at the Import Guide Movie. And right that button. So I'm going to click there. There you go. And it brings up my photo and video library. So I'm going to go here to videos and I'm just going to choose a short video. So it's, for some reason, shows you a different thing when I click on that, but basically it gives you the option to use that video, and I'm using that, and it also gives you the option to crop it. And you see it now, it's importing my video, and it has this weird flashing importing movie thing. It seems like it's going crazy, but it's really just importing the video, so you're just going to have to wait. It depends on how long your video or short your video is, how long it takes to import, but it's never more than really a minute. So we'll just wait for that. And this will bring up your movie in individual frames. Mine's just a simple little video that I had on my iPad of my friend dancing in his seat, so that will just have to suffice for right now. There we go, perfect. Okay, so this is the first frame of my video. I could look through my frames by clicking on the arrow keys. So I'm clicking right here. And this gives you a great guide. So if you have an idea of a video that you want to take and then you want to just import it and trace over, that's 100% fine. So let's say I wanted to use the black key for right now, and I'm just going to basically draw very sketchy of the lines that I want. I'll trace over his hands, his arms. I'm just doing it really quickly so you guys could see how this whole thing works. Okay, so I know it might be kind of hard to see the drawing with the picture in the background. You could take the picture away just temporarily by clicking this button. You can't really see there's a little eye there, and if I click on it, the eye gets closed and the picture goes away. But it's as easy as a click to bring back. And I can do that at any point just to see how my drawing is looking. And then when you're done with that frame, you can go to the next frame. And my onion skin thing is on. That's why you see my drawing still. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to draw my next frame here. Something with this app that I noticed when I was doing some prototypes for it is that for the moving videos, it is a lot easier to use the duplicate key because it gets more of a flow and it looks a lot better. So say I wanted to keep with my original drawing, which will be this one for right now, and I wanted to duplicate it to the next frame. So there it duplicates, and I want to just keep that part, but his arms are moving, so I'm going to go here to the eraser tool. I'm going to click on that eraser tool, and I'm just going to erase his hands. So this way when it moves, it just looks cleaner, it doesn't hop around too much, it looks a lot better, basically. So now I'm going to go back to my black key, and I'm just going to move the hands, but his body will stay in the same place, and his face. And I can just put this just so you can see. And then I'll go to the next frame, or if I just wanted it without the drawing, if not, you have to stay on that frame and click on the duplicate key right here. And that way you can do the same thing again. So that's how the video tracing works. It takes a bit of time, but it's worth it. And if you're only doing a 5 to 15 second video, it's really not that bad at all. So now I'm just going to show you how you're going to upload and save your videos to put onto the class Tumblr page. So I'm going to delete all of these frames really quickly. And I'm going to make another quickie video. Okay, so as soon as that little play key comes up, then it's ready to upload. And now I'm going to go here, right to the right of the play key, is the import, actually it is what it's called, the upload button. So I'm going to click on the upload button, and the whole thing comes up again, and it's blinking, and it says creating frames. So you're just going to have to wait that out for a little bit. It probably won't be long for this one because my thing is very short. Okay, so it's done. Now you have the option to save to camera roll. You could email it. You could submit it to the gallery, which I'm going to show you in a bit. You could submit to Tumblr, but I'm not going to do it straight to Tumblr because I want to have it on my own computer, and then you could, through your email, and then you could upload to Tumblr later on. This is just because, the reason that it's gray here and doesn't let me click on it is because I don't have the Tumblr application on my iPad. So, if I wanted to just email it, I'll go right here to email, and I'm going to send it to myself so that way you can send it to any device and access it on any computer, iPad, phone, whichever, and it shows you the little preview right there. So that's what I would do. Draft. Now, if I were to click Submit to Gallery, that would submit it to the Loop Universal Everything Gallery, which I'm going to show you right now. That I have here. Oh, my Safari. So this is the Loop Gallery. This is where anybody could add their loops that they make, and you could look through other people's, and then if you upload your own, you'll see them there. It even says like the name of the person and where they're from. If you look at that, and I'm clicking on Next. And you could look at the next page. There's 3,865 loops, so this could even give you a lot of ideas for what you want to do for your own story. And yeah, that's basically all you need to know about the Loop app. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very simple. I hope this helps. And I'm excited to see what all of you come up with for your own animations.